doing today? Back again with another video for you guys. And today we're going to be doing my full review of the TOTU X9 Sport Bluetooth earphones. So without further ado, let's get into this. So the first thing I want to talk about is the build quality and the design of the earphones. Overall, I have to say that the build quality and design of these earphones is quite good. There's no rattling, there's no creaking, and everything looks quite nice and is very durable. But we're going to talk about the durability a little bit more in a second. Next, I want to talk about the overall comfort level of these guys. So I think today or tomorrow makes it a week that I've been using these as my daily pair of headphones, and I must say the overall comfort level is pretty good. If I had to compare it to something like my Hopte headphones that I reviewed, the last review I did, I would say that it's a little bit better than those. I would say in terms of comfort, I can use these for approximately about 4 to 4.5 hours before it starts to get a little bit uncomfortable to where I feel like I need to adjust them or take them out for a little bit. And I must say that that's pretty good from a comfort standpoint, because a lot of the headphones that I review on this channel, I can literally go about 3, maybe 3.5 hours before I gotta take them off and give my head a rest. And this outdoes those, so that's pretty good. Now, the next thing I want to talk about are the core features of these earphones. So, starting off, number one, and probably one of the biggest core features to me, is the Bluetooth capability. So there's absolutely no cables to this guy. Number two, you get your built-in microphone so you can make and receive phone calls. That's pretty cool. Number three is the overall portability of it. And number four would probably be the multi-functions. So right here you have your see if that focuses up. This is black, so it's not showing up too well. So right here you have your play pause button, which also doubles as your power button. Then you have your volume up and volume down, which also doubles as your previous track, next track, and volume. So long press for the volume, short press for the previous next track, and short press for pause and play, long press for power on and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool, and overall I think you get a lot of features in a very small package here, because if you see, I can put this all in one hand and this fits nicely in a pocket, so that's pretty cool. So let's see, let me throw these down real quick. Up next, the next thing I want to talk about is the sound quality and volume of these headphones. Now, sound quality wise, these sound pretty good. Even at low volumes, the quality sounds crisp and clear, and they get quite loud at max volumes without getting scratchy or poppy. You still maintain the nice crisp and clearness whether the volume is low or whether the volume is high. So that's pretty good. Now, there is a downside, however. There's not really much bass in these headphones, but I can forgive that. I mean, given the size of the headphones, where are you going to put a decent sized driver in this? So that's understandable. So that's the sound quality and the volume, and these actually get quite loud. You know, sometimes like when you connect a pair of headphones, how they come out at max volume, or they come on at max volume, I found myself turning these down a lot because they get quite loud. It actually scared me a few times. So that's that. Up next, The next thing I want to talk about is the mic quality on this guy. And for the love of me, I can't point out where the mic is, because I know it's there because I was able to make and receive phone calls no problem, and everything sounds really good, and people on the other end said I sounded really good. I don't think they could actually differentiate between me on the headphones and me on the regular phone itself. Now sometimes they could, for some other headphones they could. For my little Bluetooth speaker box, they definitely could. But with these, I don't think they noticed any difference here. So the mic quality here is pretty good. And I was, like I said, able to make and receive phone calls and do my Google commands or my Cortana commands. So everything worked great there. Up next thing I want to talk to you guys is I want to go over the next thing I want to show you guys and talk to you guys about is the overall steps to pair. Now, I do this in every one of my videos because sometimes I get questions about how to pair it. So I figured I'd just put this in my video so you'll always know how to pair it. So right here, I have an Android device. This is my Note 3, and I have a Windows device. This is my Nokia Lumia 635. I've done reviews on both of these. Now, the overall process is the same for Android as it is on Windows. It's also the same on iOS. Now, it just looks a little bit differently because of it's all different operating systems. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and show you on this Android device here. So the first thing you want to do, I already have it to it because I preset this up to make it go faster. You go in, you go to your settings, you go to Bluetooth. Turn on Bluetooth and you make your device visible to all nearby Bluetooth devices. Now that's already done. Once that's done, you come over here on the headphones. Right now they're powered on because I was using them. I went to the gym today, but let's power them off. Right there. So I powered them off and I powered them back on. And as you can see, you get your flashing blue and red light there, which means that they were in pairing mode. And I think it actually connected up to something else that I have on Bluetooth. But yeah, so that just means that they're in pairing mode, and then you would tap on it to connect to it. And you should be good to go. See, it connected to this. I don't want it to connect to that. Let's go ahead and cut that off. Yeah. So, right there, let me turn it off and turn it back on one more time. Alright, so I powered it back on, and now it's in pairing mode. Now we're just going to tap it to pair, as you can see right there. And it's going to take a couple seconds and pair up to the device. After that, gives you a nice little audible tone letting you know audio device is connected, and you can use it to make and receive phone calls, listen to music, all that good stuff. So that's pretty much the steps to pair. Now, these also have another neat feature where you can pair them up to more than one device at a time, but you can only use one device at a time. It's not simultaneous as it would be on some of the other Bluetooth devices that I have used. So let's say I have two devices on and I want to switch between them. I can pair it up to there, but I have to make sure it's disconnected from here first. So you can connect this to more than one device, and I have paired this up to my computer. It did work. It was a little iffy at first, but once I got everything panned out, it worked perfectly fine. So those are the steps to pair, just so you know how. And like I said, it works the same on a Windows device as it does on an Android device. And as you can see, I have it connected to both devices now. So it does connect to two devices at a time, just so you can see. Just had to point that out. That's the steps to pair. Now, let's keep it moving. The next thing I want to talk about here is the I click buttons. Is the range and the Bluetooth strength of these earphones. Now overall, I have to say that range is the range is okay. It's not the best. It could use a little bit of work, but the overall strength is good. But range wise, I found that even with my devices in my pocket, or whether it was connected up to my computer or not, it really needed to have like a clear line of sight to what it was connected to. If not, it was kind of choppy, or it acted like it wanted to disconnect. So I would say that the range on this is not that good. But they do tout the range as 10 meters or 33 feet. And I found that it's actually a little bit less than that. So yeah. But strength wise, it's pretty good. Once it's connected up and you have everything the right distance or inside the right range between each other, it works just fine. So that's that. Could have been better though, in my opinion. Next, let's talk about the durability of these headphones. Now, durability wise, these are really good. First though, before I talk about the headphones, I want to talk about the case that was included with them. Now this is a nice hard shell case here, and this works perfectly. I can't tell you how many times I've dropped this with the headphones in it, and they survived, and they're still perfectly fine, and I dropped these from some distances. So this is a nice inclusion. Good job, TOTU. Now, next, let's talk about the durability of the overall earphones themselves. Now, I must say, it's quite good. Y'all know I go to the gym on a regular basis. I usually use Planet, or I use the gym at my little apartment complex. Thinking about getting a Planet membership though. So yeah, I go to the gym a lot, and I must say that I've been using these for a week, and that initial couple of days where you take your time and you set up the comfort level and you find where's the perfect spot to wear them so they don't fall out. These fell a lot. These fell about 3, maybe 4 times, and they still look brand new, as if I took them out the box. They're still working perfectly fine. No issues aside from that range issue that I keep having. So durability wise, I would say these are quite durable, and they can really stand up to some punishment, and that's to be expected, seeing as these are touted as workout / gym headphones. Anything you take to the gym is going to take a little bit of a beating, a little bit more than probably anything else. So the durability on here is pretty good. Alright, so up next, let's talk about the charging times and the overall battery life. Now, I believe that in the user manual, it says that these headphones take approximately 2 hours to charge. Now, in my usage, I found that they take a little bit over 3 hours to get to a full charge. So, yeah, right here, you can see it says approximately 2 hours, charge time approximately 2 hours. Now, that's an estimation, an approximation. It's not a solid confirmed number, so numbers may vary. And like I said, in my usage, it takes a little bit over 3 hours to get to full charge. And also keep in mind, you want to charge it fully before you use it. So that's the charge times. Now, in terms of overall battery life, in the user manual, they only give you the talk time. So they said it should last about 4 to 6 hours with talk time. I usually, when they don't include usage, I usually lump that to mean overall usage. And I'm very happy to say that overall usage with this device, I'm actually hitting in between that 4 to 6 hour mark. I'm getting about 5.5 to 6 hours of usage regularly. And real quick, I just want to point out that the standby time on this guy is awesome. Like, I can use it for a couple of hours, then put it down and use it, keep going, and even if I forget to charge it, I can still get some usage out of it without having to worry about if it's going to die on me. And another note, when it's about to die, you get a nice little audible tone there, and it lets you know that the battery is low and you need to charge the device. So you'll know when the battery is low. Just had to point that out. So that's the charging times and the battery life, which is pretty good. Up next, I just want to talk about some positives and negatives of these earphones for you guys, and then we're going to talk about the price, and I'll give you my final thoughts and a recommendation. So, some positives, as I've said, are the small compact size, the overall portability, the fact that these are Bluetooth, so there's no cables that'll get snagged anywhere or get caught on anything, so that's always a plus. You have a built-in microphone, so you can make and receive voice calls. You can also do your voice commands without having to touch your phone or anything like that, so that's always a plus. And I really like this compact design, which makes it so it hangs behind your head, so you don't really have any extra cable hanging anywhere. So that's pretty cool. Now, negatives. I think there's probably only two negatives that come to mind in my opinion. Number one is that you could only wear these headphones one way, and you really gotta find the right sweet spot to where it's comfortable and it works without falling out. Number two would probably be the range of the headphones themselves. There needs to be a little bit more work on that. The range is not too good. But the strength, once you get it within range, is actually pretty good. But the range needs some work. Other than that, I think that those are probably the only two negatives. Maybe if it had a little bit more battery life, but that's neither here nor there, because I can still get through a full day on a single charge with these guys, so it is what it is. So those are the positives and the negatives. Alright, so up next, let's talk about the price. So I got these via Amazon, and the price for them with standard shipping, there's no free shipping, the price with standard shipping was $36.09. Now, I'm going to get a little bit more in-depth in this because I feel like I should really be telling y'all exact prices so you know what you'll be getting into. Unless, of course, it says free shipping or you have Amazon Prime, then you know it's going to be free, or it's going to be free because you have Amazon Prime. So, this doesn't have free shipping, however. So, with standard shipping, it's going to take you a few days, and it's going to cost $36.09. With 2-day shipping, it's going to be $11 more. So, with 2-day shipping, it's going to be $41.13. And with 1-day shipping, it's going to be $52.78. Now, I paid $41 for these. I did the 2-day shipping. Alright? I paid $41.13 because I wanted to get this here as fast as possible, because you know, you need to get these videos out and have as much detail and be as fast as possible. So, that's what I paid for it. Now, for that price, would I recommend these for that price? I would have to say, if you want a solid, comfortable pair of gym headphones, then yeah, I would recommend these. But if you're using these as overall headphones to use throughout your whole day, I can't recommend these, not for that price. Even at the $36 price. Now that's a decent price, and these are a good pair of headphones, but you can find some cheaper headphones that are just as good. I think my Hop Day headphones that I reviewed before those are $20, and those did have free shipping, so you save about $16. But those aren't as good in the gym because it take a little bit of adjusting. So do these. But if you just want a solid pair of gym headphones with great battery life, and once you find that sweet spot of where to wear them, it's gonna work and work well every time, then I would recommend these strictly for that. But for anything else, I wouldn't recommend these. You can get cheaper prices, on other products. But for the gym, yeah. So, I think that about does it. If y'all enjoyed the video, please help your boy out and give me a thumbs up. It really does help me out. You don't know how much. If you want to see more raw, uncut content like this, please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below so you get notified as soon as new videos become available on YouTube. And as always, guys, if you know anyone out there looking for some quality devices at some really great prices, please share with them my channel, because I'm doing this for everyone, because we all deserve the best. And lastly, I just want to go ahead and send another big thank you out to TOTU for making this video possible. I really do appreciate when manufacturers or retailers take the time out to send their products to smaller YouTube channels, because I feel that really does give us the opportunity to grow our channel and establish business relationships, which is important when you're trying to build a successful YouTube channel. And I also appreciate the fact that TOTU really wants my honest opinions. They didn't try to push me to only speak positively about their device. They just said, no, we just want your honest opinions. How do you feel about it? I really do appreciate that, because as some of y'all may know, there are some manufacturers out there that only want you to talk positively about their devices. And I don't really appreciate that. I like it when you have more of an honest, straightforward review or opinion, because that way, when you're honest, that way manufacturers and retailers know where the good and the bad parts of their products are. So they know, what do we have to fix, or what do we have to make better, or how their next product can be better than what they asked you to review. So I really do appreciate it when manufacturers and retailers ask for your honest opinions and they don't hinder your creativity at any point during the creative process. So again, thanks TOTU. I really appreciate that, and I appreciate you guys making this video possible. Don't forget, guys, all links to where to purchase this will be down in the video description as always. That being said, I think that's about it. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I will catch y'all in the next one. I hope everyone has a nice day. Peace.